world. It would be boycotted. And
I mean, like,
there'd be a huge stink about it.
Maybe it's because I'm drunk, but like, why aren't we angrier about that?
Because we're used to it. Like, honestly, it's not. I'm not going to claim that because it usually doesn't come up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there is still a lot of, background radiation persecution against atheists. There are people like I said, it is true. If you're honest with people about what you think about religion, you get looked at like you dropped, like a fucking frog just dropped out of your asshole right in front of them or something. Like, people will look at you shocked that you don't believe what they believe. And, I
guess my question to you, Paul, is, do you think it's justified if you're an atheist in this country to be totally pissed off?
Oh, yeah. I think it's justified, but I don't think it accomplishes anything. Like, I went through that phase where I was just mad at how people were just, like, instantly dismissive of me because of something I didn't believe. And it really bore no fruit for me as a person.
Yeah.
So really what you do is what everybody else does that, has something about them that society thinks is weird. You just suck it up and go on with your day. But keep it under your hat to the best of your ability.
Here's the thing that makes it difficult for me, Paul. I get written to all the time by, like, people who, there's, like, kids that are, like, 14, 15, 16, 17 years old, stuff like that. They're still living with their parents, and they don't believe in this religion. And it's just the way they're treated because of that is fucking disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's like,
and how many times have you given the advice that, hey, your best option is to suck it up till you're 18?
And I can't fucking stand giving that advice, dude.
It sucks.
Because it's fucking horrible
to
tell them just grit your teeth and take it. But I know that's the best thing for them.
Because what's the other option?
Because it's fucking...
They're in the system then?
It's so fucking horrible, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mean to be too emotional about it, but it really fucks my shit up sometimes to just see person after person after person after person coming to me and telling me that it's just like it's hurting them.
Well, that's why this movie's rubbing you the wrong way.
I mean, that's why it pisses me off.
Because it's inverting the truth. It's not little Christian kids that are getting persecuted at home by their parents. It's the fucking opposite. It's atheist kids who are afraid to talk about what they don't believe or don't believe. And it's atheist kids who have to put up with this fucking nonsense day in and day out. And in their propaganda films, they take all that pain and suffering and paint it onto themselves and wear it like it's a badge of honor to get more people to join their fucking little, underdog cause. It's just bullshit. It's a whole lot of fucking horseshit.
I mean, fuck, I'm getting all emotional and shit.
Well, I mean, no, dude. I understand.
No, I mean, it's fucked up to me because they're being treated like shit, and they haven't done anything wrong except for not believe something that's just ludicrous on the face of it.
Yeah.
And they have to fucking just fucking grit their teeth and bear it for years. And it's just disgusting to me. And I can't even, the best advice I can give them is just, just
suck it up.
Suck it up until you're 18. And it's really fucked up that has to be the advice. Yeah. It's fucked up that that's the practical answer to that.
Yeah. I mean, but you'd be doing them a disservice giving them the opposite advice.
I know, because it's like you can't...
Because you're just going to make it worse on yourself.
I don't want to make them fucking...
if you go up to your parents and you're like, fuck you, I ain't going to church no more, your life is going to be a living hell for the rest of the time.
I didn't think Never a Shame from 1984 was going to be crying, but...
Well,
I don't know, man. I've just dealt with so many people having these same exact problems. I know the reality of this so intimately. And to see this fucking utter fiction portrayed on the fucking screen where it's like, oh, the Christians, those are the ones who are so persecuted. Like, that's just bullshit.
Yeah.
All right, whatever, fuck it.
Mom,
I can't even
Dad,
fucking believe this shit.
Couldn't help but hear your conversation. Mom, you don't have to worry. That was fish food that you found today. Those weird kids are dropouts that our church group is trying to help.
Thanks for keeping us strong over the years.
Wait a minute. The weed was fish food?
Just wanted to tell you.
It was fish food.
Mom, it's cool. That was fish food
It's
you
just
found
fish
today.
food.
Oh, fish food. Little sandwich baggie.
When I was 17 years old, my dad said, I'm out of the will. We have a rocky relationship ever since, so I empathize. Thanks, cynical bastard.
You want me to have him call you back, Marty?
I appreciate
That's
it.
okay.
Marty, is everything all right?
Yeah, fine. I'll see you later.
Bye, Marty.
Passion of Dr. Segmento.
What are you thinking about?
I don't know. It's just thinking about Marty.
I didn't mean to get emotional,
What did he
dude.
say?
I don't fucking ever do
Yeah, we really
that.
have to pray
I'm
for
sorry.
I have such a burden
You
for
gotta
him.
apologize,
something
dude.
else. We're in his
This shit
neighborhood.
does suck.
But he's not going to pull anything.
It's just like, we've gotten in this mode where
It's
like
hard for me. I mean, like,
the guard
glad
that
you're
people
only
like us put up against shit like this is humor.
Sure he will. Just like an
I
old
know.
shoe.
So we've been sitting here this whole time
You're trying to
fucking
do
on
this
this
to someone.
dumbass
It's so against
movie,
the
but
law.
really, like, what that
really wanted
humor
to
is
know what you
masking is a whole lot of injustice and pain.
it's hard for me to ignore the pain of people, like, because so many people. Paul, it's just, like, ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I bet it's even worse. Like,
I mean, not- I mean, sorry.
I get quite a bit of it, but I bet you're the amazing
Dude,
it's
not,
like,
I mean, I'm serious. Not a day goes by.
yeah, that's crazy.
Not a day in my life has gone by without at least one or two people coming to me telling me about this shit they're going through.
Yeah. And
And I
nobody's
try to
talking
be
about it.
detached from it. I try not to let it get to me, but I mean, like, what are you supposed to do when it's just the background radiation of your fucking life?
Yeah. I mean, all you can do really is continue to be like an example of somebody that went through the same shit and turned out okay.
But I didn't, though. I never went through what they've gone through, where I have ultra religious parents.
Right.
I've never been through that.
Yeah.
And so many people have, and it's hard. I can't personally empathize because my parents never did that to me.
Right.
But I know what it must be for them because I've seen it 100,000 fucking times.
Yeah.
And to just see this piece of shit
Yeah.
propagated as though this is the real truth.
Yeah. These are
I mean,
the
like,
people
they don't
suffering.
I don't think they understand how fucking disgusting what they're doing is.
They don't, man. I mean, and that's something that I've had to swallow a lot. Like I've got members of my family that are hyper Christian, and they just are completely unaware how disgusting some of the things they engage in are. Whether it's what they teach their children is true about the world, or whether it's the type of movies that they take their children to. Like, taking a child to the Passion of the Christ has got to be some kind of fucking form of child abuse, right?
I mean, it's
That
unless
is
you
like-
let your kids see Saw or something.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it'd be one thing if you'd already established this is all fake and stuff, but a lot of Christian people, you know how they don't take their kids to gory shit.
Yeah.
You keep kids from that, you tell them it's bad and awful, and then all of a sudden
But the
they're
only
sitting in
time
front
you
of a
allow
fucking-
it, the only time you allow it is, hey, let's look at Jesus
Yeah.
getting beat the shit out of.
And it's just like, imagine what that does to a young brain that's been like never exposed to that kind of violence, and then all of a sudden you're sat in front of this fucking just horror show of violence, and you're told that you're supposed to be grateful for that happening. I mean, it's just a fucked up, insipid, insidious, backwards bunch of bullshit. It always has been. It's always been destructive. You know what? You're crying for the people that fucking send you those messages. Those people have existed since this fucking blighted religion showed its face on this fucking planet, and they'll exist until it's gone.
What'd you say, Chelsea? I was forced to watch POTC many times. What is POTC? Passion of the Christ.
Oh, yeah.
So
I mean,
wait,
just think about that
Chelsea,
shit.
my own girlfriend, who was raised in a Christian environment, says she was forced to watch Passion of the Christ multiple times.
I know my sister
And
took
it's-
my young fucking niece
that's
to
a
it.
movie about a dude being fucking tortured.
Flayed alive.
I mean, I've never seen a more violent fucking movie than Passion of the Christ.
I mean, it's up there with the worst, at least.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to delay this. I just couldn't handle it for a minute. I just gotta fucking whatever. I apologize.
None needed, my friend. This is an insipid movie.
I just didn't want to get emotional about shit. I don't ever usually do that.
Well, you got the liquid inhibition lowerer up in you, dude.
I didn't realize it was a double-edged sword, but whatever.
It's a double-add sword, TJ.
Double-add sword, yeah.
What you doing in the car?